A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
6 shocking Abercrombie Fitch revelations from Netflix's new documentary series. In the new documentary series, Undercover Boss, we learned about 6 shocking Abercrombie and Fitch revelations.
The brand, which caters to college students, is aspirational and sexism-ridden. Not only does it employ many people of color, but it also has a diversity team that excludes workers of color.
If these claims are true, how should we view this company? Abercrombie & Fitch is a college student brand.
The company has struggled to find its footing in the retail world and with its faculty audience. It has changed its corporate structure and made several design changes in order to stay on top of the fashion trends.
The company removed its CEO, Mike Jeffries, and rethought its target market. The latest change will be most noticeable in the apparel category.
It will be a major shift from the brand's previous focus on college students or applicants can apply online or in store.
The application deadline is November 14, 15. The company was founded in 1904 and became known as Abercrombie & Fitch after founder Ezra Fitch's son, Benjamin.
The company is trying to avoid becoming the mole rat of high school, which has lost much of its appeal. In addition, college students are increasingly shunning logo-laden apparel.
Hollister stores began opening in July 2000 and are already selling 90% more per square foot than Abercrombie & Fitch. The company plans to open a campus store near the University of Southern California and Ohio State University.
The store will be half the size of its conventional stores.
The company hopes to learn from the campus stores and incorporate digital physical retail practices into its stores. It also hopes to develop a brand ambassador program for college students and will hold events geared toward college students.
Based in New Albany, Ohio, Abercrombie & Fitch is an American specialty clothing brand. The brand caters to young adults with its clothing slanted toward Ivy League style.
The company's corporate headquarters are in the northeast suburb of Columbus, Ohio. The corporate campus was designed in the Adirondack style and sits on more than 500 acres of native woodland, prairie grassland, and wetland.
It is aspirational. The latest commercial for Abercrombie & Fitch's clothing line has been running for over a decade.
The commercial looks more like a Hallmark ad with a mixed group of young people, including a lesbian couple. It's an aspirational brand that encourages consumers to screw up and learn by doing.
The commercial will be screened in 35 college towns and at movie theaters. The campaign for Abercrombie & Fitch was an aspirational one.
It featured Hollywood stars, golden retrievers, and other models wearing clothing that was unattainable by the average person. However, the advertising system also excluded people of color, size, and shape, and other groups that weren't aspirational.
This ad campaign has a difficult mission to fulfill. It must prove why Abercrombie & Fitch does not belong, and play into the superficial ideals of looks and status that students hold in high school.
For this reason, Abercrombie & Fitch is aspirational, but not necessarily aspirational. Ultimately, this campaign is a failure.
A brand's appeal depends on how far it can reach all demographics and target them accordingly. Ad campaign's success is also contingent on its ability to challenge its underlying model.
Abercrombie & Fitch's image of the high school jock carries a powerful legacy. It encapsulates the all-American teen, an exclusionary image.
But the ad campaign was also fueled by the company's aspirational portrayal of its employees and shoppers who in the past, Abercrombie & Fitch was aspirational.
It sold an aspirational vision, and even if you could not afford their clothes, you could still get the same feeling from a visit to an Abercrombie store. Abercrombie & Fitch is aspirational and wildly profitable.
So, why is this so popular today? In 2006, the company apologized for its aspirational image and promised to make plus-size clothes.
Then, in 2014, a profile of its founder, Bruce Jeffries, came to light. Jeffries acknowledged that he was exclusionary, but promised to change the line.
He eventually stepped down in 2014 but was never interviewed for the film. However, he was a key figure in Abercrombie's evolution.
It is discriminatory. The Supreme Court has ruled that clothing retailer Abercrombie & Fitch violated the civil rights of employees who are Muslim.
The company is notorious for selling prairie, body-conscious clothing, but a Muslim applicant was rejected from applying for a job because she was wearing a headscarf. Despite this ruling, the company has changed its dress code to reflect the diverse demographic of its customers.
In June 2003, the LDF filed a class action lawsuit against Abercrombie & Fitch stores alleging discriminatory hiring practices. The suit stated that Abercrombie & Fitch had a history of discriminating against non-white applicants, despite their qualifications.
The company also allegedly discouraged employees from applying for jobs and sent them home when they did not fit in with their company's image. While the company's clothing is largely aimed at the young, it has also been the subject of several lawsuits based on racial and sexual discrimination.
Founded in the late 19th century, Abercrombie & Fitch was one of the most prominent sources of frumpy safari wear. Today, it is a global brand with numerous locations, but the company's history is tainted by a history of discrimination.
The Abercrombie & Fitch brand was founded in 1892 by an avid outdoorsman named David Abercrombie. It was later expanded into a colossal clothing store by Ezra Fitch.
Originally a sporting goods store, Abercrombie & Fitch attracted many famous people, as well as the rich and the powerful. Today, it is synonymous with casual luxury.
Its consumer base is made up largely of young elites. It has a diversity team that excludes workers of color.
In its most recent report, Netflix revealed that its senior leadership team is overwhelmingly white with no representation of historically disenfranchised workers. While the number of women on the team is up from 5% last year, the company still has a majority of white employees.
Hispanic Latino employees account for 42.8% of the company's workforce, and people of color make up just 4% of its leadership positions. Netflix has pledged to do more to recruit employees of color, including expanding pipeline programs at Hispanic-serving institutions and campus.
Its 16-week online tech bootcamp, Pathways Bootcamp, now offers inclusive hiring training to recruiters, and it's looking for new ways to diversify its executive network.
To combat this trend, the company has expanded its inclusion strategy team globally, appointing leaders from Latin America, the Middle East, and Africa to oversee diversity initiatives in those regions. In addition, Netflix is hiring representatives from Latin America, the Asia-Pacific region, and Africa to expand its diversity team.
While the company has made some progress toward improving its diversity, it continues to face challenges, including the need for additional staff to improve its workplace diversity. Despite this progress, some employees have raised concerns about the company's commitment to inclusion.
Recently, the company fired an employee for leaking financial information regarding a comedy special. Some employees also questioned whether Netflix is putting diversity efforts to work by promoting a controversial comedy special.
If this is the case, it may be time to rethink its commitment to inclusion. If Netflix doesn't change its policy, it will continue to face the same criticism that led to a walkout last year.
After the Minneapolis protests, companies have been taking action to promote diversity. The protests resulted in numerous CEOs pledging to do more to increase the number of people of color in their workforce.
As part of their commitment to social justice, companies have begun reporting statistics on diversity. One such report, from NASDAQ, has even outlined a rule requiring board members to be diverse.